Alright, Toy Family. So, trying something different. I've got, of course, I got a ton of building blocks, but I also have got action figures. For those who have been around the channel long enough, I love action figures. I've got G.I. Joe, I've got He-Man, I've got all sorts of things. Well, I also have a back stock of superheroes from Spin Master from the old Snyder-verse that has floated away. And at this point, there's some people that are kind of missing the Snyder-verse. I'm like 50-50. I kind of miss it, kind of don't. I'm not sure where James Gunn's taking the new DC, but it's like whatever. I also have, there's a certain level of, I guess you call superhero fatigue, because it seemed like for a while everything was superheroes. But hey, you know what? I can go back and look at some of the older product, the older things, and check them out. Now, this was one that I got from my friends, Matt and Katie. They got this for me for my birthday, and I was like, you know what? I have not reviewed this. I need to review it and get it put up somewhere so that way I can get out of the box, get out of back stock, and kind of look at some things. So we're going to be looking at the 12-inch Black Manta. This is, of course, first edition in hologram. I mean, pretty much everything that came out for that movie was all first edition. But this is Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. This is Black Mantis. This is the bad guy. You get Black Manta on the side. Of course, you get, Jason Momoa as Aquaman. You get Aquaman on the back. You get an Aquaman, Black Manta, Mira, Orm, Aquaman stealth suit. These are the other 12-inch figures in the line. My kid, I think he's got Aquaman. He might have a Mira. I can't remember if we found one or not. I have the smaller action figures from the first movie, so that's the one I've got. And then you go back to the side, and there's really, that's it. There's nothing else about this. Now, this is through Spin Master. Spin Master, I don't even know if they have a license for DC product anymore, to be quite honest. But you know what? We're gonna clip it out. Now, this was, of course, all, how do you put it? This was all open box, much like a lot of their 12-inch action figures are. So they had it to where it was open. Kids could, feel the chunkiness and the heaviness of it and go, oh, I got to have that in my collection. I want to play with some giant chunky figures. And for the most part, with giant chunky figures, they are good for play because you can smash them and bash them and do all sorts of things. Now, it has a thing where it talks about how to put in the backpack. You snap the backpack and you put the hoses in. Woo, that goes in recycling now. I don't really need to keep that package. Looking at it overall, feels kind of hollow. He feels a little less dense than some figures that you get, but he's got really good bolt things on there as far as the suit. He looks phenomenal. He's got, of course, the ball hinged elbows. Goes out, up and down. It does turn. It's a little tough there. Got a ball hinged elbow. We do have pivot at the wrist. We do have a ball jointed head, but it is limited in what it can do, just to let you know. Another ball hinged shoulder, ball hinged elbow, and another swivel wrist. Now, there's nothing hindering the articulation, but the joints themselves feel very tight, almost like this build right here is keeping it from turning correctly. So that's something to keep in mind. Of course, you have the ball hinged legs here. Goes out. You got just hinged knees, no foot articulation whatsoever. Same here. Out, in, hinged, and that's it. Now, he does have this peggable space on the back, where that, of course, is empty. Got lots of nice little things up here as far as the spine and stuff. We're gonna snap this onto here. Snaps into place, and these are not articulated. That fits one here, and that does hinder his articulation a little bit more. Just to keep that in mind. Now, I've always loved the look of Black Manta. I always thought he was really cool. And I happen to really enjoy seeing him in the movie, I thought he was a really, really cool character. You've got no painting or anything on the arm here. You do have some silver paint there. You got some red, but it's black plastic, silver, and some red on it. That is it. There's really nothing else to this figure. Overall, I mean, I think he looks nice. The red on against the silver on the backpack is really cool. The silver's cool. The details in it, they're nice. It's nothing too crazy, which I guess you kind of want that. He does have some sculpted underwear on him. That's, in my opinion, a little weird, but it's whatevs, right? It doesn't have to be movie accurate every single time. So, hey, that's all I got to say about the Black Manta 12-inch Spin Master. This thing, I'm sure if you find it, it will probably be for cheap. I haven't seen these around in a while, and I think it's because, they're kind of going the way of the dodo. They're existing less. Hey, I thank you all for showing up and checking this out. I don't know if this is going to help you in any sort of thing, but hey, I'm glad that you were here while I was opening my toys. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications to be alerted to anything that comes from me to you. Comment down below, hey, who's your favorite character out of the Aquaman series? How do you feel about Aquaman, his powers, he talks to fish. Is that cool or not? That's all I got to say on that one. And yeah, be sure to like this. It lets YouTube know that you're liking what I'm making. All right. That's all I got to say about this. Until next time, I'll come back. Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, or in this case, the toy hunt. Good luck with the toy hunt. All right. Later.